What's up, everyone? May 26th. Got DJT here, another week of trading. Let's make sense of the chart. So we got the daily time frame, and we talked about in the last video that we were on this candle, and we said that maybe we'd break down below this 20-day moving average, get a little undercut that 50-day, and we'd be looking for some support there. And that's what we got. So we got some support there. We got this, couple of down candles pulling back to a potential level of support, put in this engulfing day. This candle completely engulfs, and we're a little outside, but and a little bit of like a piercing pattern here at support. We back it out. You got a head at the 200-day moving average. Maybe this is going to be a shoulder, and this was our shoulder here. Okay, but playing devil's advocate, we do have, this could be a potential head, this could be a potential shoulder, this could be a potential shoulder, right? This would be the neckline, which we just broke, retesting, right? Just looking at it from both ways. So maybe this is going to end up being our cup and handle here, right? But the main thing is we're starting to get, since the sell-off, right? We're starting to get higher highs, higher lows. Recently, we got this shakeout, which is that what we talked about in the last video. So on the intermediate time frame, we have a little bit of sequence of higher highs and higher lows now over the past 3 days, creating this, call it an ascending triangle. And ironically, we rallied right into the declining 5-day moving average. Okay, so perhaps maybe this could be the start of something. Maybe we get continued push into this month-to-date VWAP, shake out, okay, get a pullback to that 5-day moving average, gives us some time for this 5-day moving average to then start to flatten out and rise. And that would be a nice bullish indication, and we get a 0.1 on the board for that. That'll be a +1. Then that could give us a little push, shakeout, and then we could set up some risk reward off that. Maybe looking for, this 45 to hold, right? So be looking to try to see this last week's VWAP that was acting as resistance, the weekly VWAP acting as resistance, break above that VWAP that acts as support with that 5-day moving average, getting us involved in this 46 level, maybe with a stop, somewhere in this 44 to 43 area. Once we break under here, we might end up getting trapped. It might be a little trap. So we'd be looking at this 46, 45 to act as support. If we could get a rally to 50, then that could give us the energy to get that push back up into this 60 area, 56 area. And what actually is that level? If we pull up some VWAPs from the all-time high and this IPO. So that's the all-time high VWAP and the IPO. So what that looks like, would that bring us right to this 53 level? Okay. Then we'd be looking, let this 5-day moving average catch up, and we'd be looking for a little shakeout. Okay. And now we let this opportunity for this monthly VWAP, okay, that's right here, to act as support. And then we look at the daily time frame, look at that. That's the IPO VWAP, right? So this IPO VWAP, monthly VWAP. So that would give this time for these two. Whoa. What is this? That would give us time for these two to act as support. So we got the monthly VWAP, IPO VWAP, and then that could give us that little energy now to give us that push, break the all-time high anyone shorting, and then squeeze us back into the 66 level, 62 level. Okay. And then we'd be looking for this to pump up to that 66, 62. Then we get a little pullback, and then we can see that give us the opportunity for that all-time high VWAP act as support. Okay. So that's what we'd be looking for over a longer period of time. That's what I'm looking for to play out up to 66, pull back, have this act as support. Then this is really going to get us going back up into the hundreds. Okay. So we talked about 47, 45, 43 stop. Maybe we get shaken out and then we could look for another opportunity up in this 50, 46. This is from a swing trade perspective. Okay. We're going into that daily time frame. Want to dive into one other thing here is what we talked about with all this drawing. Okay. I want to leave this in the plan because what's going to happen to that 20-day moving average as well, right? If we get this shakeout, pull back, rise, pull back, well, that's going to let this 20-day moving average give it the opportunity to flatten out, which it's rising and starting to halt, right? And it's actually going to continue to decline on Monday. It'll start to decline because price will be here on Monday, 20 days ago. And if we're not trading above 49.89, the 20-day moving average will decline, right? In fact, if we don't get above this over the next 7 trading days, this is 12 trading days. So if we don't get above this over the next 14 trading days, that 20-day moving average is going to continue to decline because data's here where we're currently trading. And you can see over the next 20 days, it's higher. So the simple math is going to make that average go down. So if we do get a push, a little pullback, rally, then that could give us the opportunity to get trend alignment here. So then you can see the 5-day moving average will flatten out the rise. The 20-day moving average will be rising. The 50-day moving average will be rising, and the 200. So we get confirmation that all trends are aligned as well. So that's what I'll be looking for. Say one last thing is if we rally into this monthly VWAP, 20-day moving average area, and the IPO, and say we rally, pull back, and it's a failure. The key level I'm going to be looking at here, you can see on the daily time frame is 36 and this 32 area. Okay. And still the 200-day moving average is rising, and maybe that will just let that 200-day moving average catch up. Okay. So hopefully this was helpful. Have a good weekend.